to my channel here. I'm Tonetta Clay. I'm a social worker, and I'm a coach, and I'm a baker. So I want to make sure y'all know that. But like I said, definitely welcome. I want to talk to you all about in this video about why did I start back doing my daily vlogs. I was doing vlogs in the past here, but of course I stopped as life started life and things started happening. I put it that way. But like I said, I definitely want to bring them back. I actually love, as y'all can probably tell, love talking. So that's the main thing. But I definitely love talking, y'all. So of course I love talking about, of course, what's going on. Not I don't really talk about all the politics and the laws and religion, unless I'm religion if I'm talking about my own personal journey. But otherwise, I don't talk about those things in my video. But like I said, definitely I talk about a lot of other topics. Being a social worker and a life coach, I've been around many different kinds of people, and I work with all kind of different clients. And like I said, I know there's people out there who are looking to learn from, and not just learn from, but just looking to see somebody that's like them, that's doing videos. I guess I put it that way. That's doing videos, that's talking about speaking the truth and living the truth and that kind of thing as well. Because that's what I talk about here on this channel, and that's what I do here on this channel too. I put it that way. But like I said, that's why I'm bringing it back. I definitely want, like I said, share my story, my life, my journey, and of course my 2 cents on some things too. Because I know I always got a lot of social workers, well, not just social workers, but me. I always have a lot to say about a lot of different things. Sometimes it's nothing, but who cares? I'm gonna say it any damn way. So, but like I said, that's just your girl here. But like I said, I definitely want to bring these back. I know I've done a few already, but I want to just come in just to let y'all kind of know what's going on and why I'm bringing these back. So like I said, definitely on this channel, what can you learn from me from, and what can you hear about? Like I said before, of course, me sharing my journey, sharing my story, but me being a life coach, life/relationship coach, and social worker, I've talked about relationships, I've talked about sex, I've talked about, of course, my duties at my job. I work with older adults and caregivers and things like that. Of course, talking about the field of social work, because of course it's not just an easy field that you can get into, and there's a lot of different facets and a lot of different things that happen because you're constantly hearing people's stories, people's journeys, people's challenges, and that of course will start affecting you at some point. So like I said, those are some of the things I talk about. I also talk about healing, trauma, because I've been through a lot of things. So of course, like I said, in sharing my story, I'm sharing those things with y'all too. I'm one of the people that's open, honest, and transparent. So yes, I will give you the details. I put it that way, and I just tell you I've been abused and leave it at that. I do give details. I put it that way, and I've shared a lot of those stories on this YouTube channel as well within different videos. So like I said, basically, I want to make sure that y'all know, of course, on this channel, your girl's going to be speaking her truth and, of course, telling the story. And, of course, maybe it's mostly my story, but, of course, there are going to be stories of others that I'll share confidentially on this channel that relates to me as well, especially when it comes to relationships, and whether it's with my partner or past partners, or with my god kids, or with I guess I'm a so-called stepmom, I guess I put it that way as well, with my partner's daughter and that kind of thing. Like I said, I definitely want to share the ins and outs, what things can look like and how things can go. So like I said, I definitely want to share these truths with y'all. And like I said, I will be sharing some things about, like I said, I'm not going to get deeply into politics or that kind of thing at all, deeply into religion at all, but I will share, like I said, some of the, a little bit of some of the current happenings, and of course how they affect some of my clients um, and the people I work with. I guess I put it that way as well. Of course, then connection. I want to make sure that I connect with y'all on here, because I know, of course, some of y'all on here are family. I know some of y'all already. I see y'all in real life, so I ain't talking about y'all. But like I said, some of the other people that, of course, are watching, I have lots of people watching. Not a lot of comments, of course, but I have a lot of people watching, and I don't know all of you all. And I want to, of course, like I said, to share my story, to get a chance to, of course, connect with you all on some kind of level. Something I may say may spark a light bulb in your head. You're like, oh my God, I've been through that. I've done that. Let me leave her a comment, let her know this. Like I said, I definitely want to have some connection here too with y'all, and not just me just doing videos and that kind of thing. And because I can do a video on any topic, whether it's about life, relationships, I don't know, men, whatever it is. But like I said, I definitely wanted to, of course, connect with y'all on some kind of level. And of course, share who Tonetta or Tony, aka Tony, really is. I put it that way. So like I said, and the last thing for me is that I know that in and believing in God and believing in myself and those types of things, I know that there's a higher purpose for me to, of course, share. I always say, and I've always said, not just here on YouTube, but I'm all across I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on all kind of sites. And like I said, definitely, I know that when I share my story, share my journey, I know that it's not just for me. Yes, it helps me heal. Yes, it helps me process and think and plan and strategize. It helps me with all those things. But I know that also that it helped me sharing and me talking about different topics, especially relatable topics that people are facing out here every single day, not just my clients, but other folks too. And like I said, definitely that lets me know that, like I said, the things that I'm sharing is, like I said, it's not just for me, but it's for y'all too. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, it is a purpose. It's not just me sharing that kind of thing, but that is my purpose, y'all. Like I said, I know that me sharing my story and sharing my journey and sharing the things I'll be sharing, and I will continue sharing on this channel, is going to, of course, like I said, help somebody else transform in their own life, help somebody else possibly shift their mindset, help somebody else get on a different path to doing something different that they never thought that they can do. So like I said, I want to inspire, motivate, like I said, empower and that kind of thing too, which I always do. Being a social worker, that's what the hell we do. So like I said, I definitely want to bring that as well. And thank you, Antonia, for tuning in. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for being part of this community here. So like I said, definitely, like I said, those are the things: truth, connection, and purpose for me. Want to make sure that I let y'all know that, because y'all probably like, what is this lady doing with all these videos? What's happening? What's going on? She was talking about relationships, mindset. Now she's doing daily vlogs. Yes, I do it all. I put it that way. And like I said, I definitely want to bring every facet of me here on this channel, not just what I can teach you and what I can educate you about, because of course that is important. But of course, I know I have stories to tell behind every single one of those things I've taught you. I guess I put it that way too. And hey, Pamela, thank you for Pamela, thank you for tuning in as well. So like I said, I definitely want to, just like I said, just bring this video to y'all today, just to give y'all a little synopsis of what's, that may not be the right word, but I don't care. Synopsis of what's going on this channel. So y'all, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get off here, as I got to get back to work. So y'all, peace out. Again, this is Tonetta Clay, your social worker, your coach, and your baker here. So y'all, peace out, y'all. Peace out, y'all. Like I said, I'll see y'all in the next video.